is Our Love to Bike coming at you from the North Woods of Wisconsin. And today we're going to do something a little different on the Our Love to Bike channel. We're going to do some cooking. We are going to cook venison stew over an outdoor wood fire, campfire. And I hope you're interested, and if you are, stick around and watch. Okay folks, first thing we're going to do is start the fire. It's been raining. We had a really bad storm come through here, it's less than an hour ago, and it's looking black again. We're going to try to get this in, and if we don't, I'll have to finish it on the stove and do this later. But anyway, let's see if we can get this thing going as wet as we got it. We have went through 3 rainstorms, a thunderstorm, lightning storm, and the last 2 was just rain. We've kept our fire going. We're going to give this a try. Hopefully we can get it in before we get another one. In that kettle we have 6 tablespoons of butter. We have some olive oil in there, and shortly when that gets going here, we will add our venison. We're using 1 3/4 pounds of round steak venison. And for those that don't know, some may not, venison is meat from a white-tailed deer that we got around here. And so just shortly here, we'll be adding that in there. Alrighty folks, we're back here now, and we're going to add our venison in. This venison is rolled in flour, cut in pretty small pieces, because I like them so you can chew on. You know, you don't have to have one big piece. I was going to cut this up out here, but with the rainstorms and stuff, it's made us do it inside. To that, we're going to put in some pepper. Also, we will add some salt. Yeah, we'll start out with about that much. Pinch over your shoulder. And we'll brown that off now. Here we have potatoes, carrots, onions, celery, and rutabaga, and we'll also be adding some tomato. We've got them cut up ahead of time because of the rain. I think I told you that. So anyway, we'll get back at you here in a little bit. Alright folks, now that we have our venison browned off, now we rolled that in flour, and the flour will provide a roux for our stew, and it will also, you know, make it, it'll be what thickens it, and it flavors it too. So now we're going to add in some celery, about that much. And then we're going to add in about a bag full of onions. I like onions. And we'll stir that up and cook that some more. Put my glove on. Here we go. Okay folks, we're going to add a little bit of water to this now. Not a lot. Just a little enough so it kind of steams up those that celery and then onions, and now we'll put a cover on it and let her cook a little bit. We'll take the cover off, see what it looks like. Oh, it's looking real good. We're going to right now we're going to add in some garlic. I don't like to brown the garlic, so there's some garlic in there. So the carrots go in there. We're going to soften those up good. Whenever. Okay. We'll stir that in. She's looking real good here, folks. I think we're doing all right. And now, to that, we will add some more water. And this is warm water. It's not cold, I guess is what I should say. We'll add a little more. About that much. So we'll let that cook a while. Okay folks, this has been cooking for a while. Maybe 15 minutes since we added the last in there. And now we're going to go with some rutabaga. Give that a stir. Now we've got some tomato we're going to put in there. There's 2 peeled tomatoes. And we put the tomatoes in there because the acid will keep the potatoes and the, well, the potatoes for sure, from getting mushy or falling apart. That's why we use the tomato. We got our heat a little high. I got it turned down as far as we can go. We're going to add a little more salt. I tasted it here. We're going to add about that much. Now we're going to add in potatoes. That'll be our last item that we're going to add in. And I don't know how many of these I'm going to put in, but there's our bag full. This is a gallon bag, about 1/3 full. And we'll just dump a few of them in here. Maybe they'll all fit. We'll leave it at that. Almost all of that. We'll give that a stir. And the potatoes, they'll suck up a lot of salt, so we'll check it again later after these potatoes get cooked and see where we're setting. But it's looking like stew. And we got another storm coming in. We'll see what happens. Oh, you can probably hear the storm coming. It looks like it might skirt us. Hopefully we can get this in. Looking pretty good, really. The thickness is going to be about right. I think when the potatoes get cooked down, I think it's going to be pretty good. Oh, I can hear the thunder now. Can you hear the thunder? Okay, here we are again. We're going to add a little bit of pepper to it. Do another taste test here in just a little bit. A little bit of pepper, and we'll do another stir. Okay folks, we did our last test here. It's almost done. We're going to add just a little more salt to it here, over the shoulder. Give it a stir, and we'll be scooping it up pretty soon. Okay folks, we're going to give it a try. See what we got going on here. It looks done. And we'll do a plate. Okay, I can't talk anybody into... Oh, that's crooked. Let me straighten you out here. Okay, I can't talk anybody else into being on here, so I guess I'll have to be the taste tester. This is what we ended up with. It looks pretty good, really. Hot. Venison. Yep, got turned out pretty good.